whether we are oil processors or whether we are exporters. This is number one impact and action to be done by the government. If we leave it like this, we will never be able to create a real industry. Yes, we will ship 1-2 containers a month maximum, but it's not going to be really enough. You know, in comparison, just to give you the scales between us and Kenya, for example. Kenya in their season, they export 300 containers a week. Do you get the number? This is equivalent to $9 million a week. In Uganda, since we started our first container back in November, up to now, the total number of containers that left are 6. 6 containers. So you see, and still we leave them to come. With all respect to Kenyans, they are our brothers, we love them. But here we're not talking about love, we're talking about a really strategic crop for Uganda that we need to fight, we need to protect, we need to give a good name for, we need to give a good brand for. Otherwise, we lose it. We move correctly as a country. I always give an example whenever I have a speech, okay, about a small town in Mexico, the size of the whole Uganda, right? They have planted 491,000 acres of Hass. Today they are producing 1.2 million tons per year. They are the largest in the world. Now when you compare between both cities, both a country and a city, I'm comparing between a country as Uganda, 241,038 kilometers, right? With nearly the same size of that city in Mexico, Michoacan. It's called Michoacan, right? They are smallholder farmers also. Their soil is not as good. Their latitude is not as high. Their water is a huge problem. Yet, they managed to plant 491,000 acres. Today, they are the number one, the controlling Hass production in the world, right? With 1.2 million tons every year. The total industry worldwide, right, is about $26 billion. Today, Uganda, how much we're doing out of that? All of us, not only with Hass and with the local, with avocado as a whole. Shall I say it or they're gonna laugh? We're doing around $500,000 a year, altogether. Altogether. The whole country. You see where's the difference? Where the government should interfere, where we should fight. This is a good crop to fight for. This is a good war to wage. This will bring money. This will make farmers rich again. They are poor now. But they have to listen. Don't listen to people just because I'm saying this, as I said in the beginning. Do not plant if you are far away. Do not plant if you don't have water. Do not plant if you are not linked to an exporter in Kampala who will help you with the exports. Do not do that. But if you have a large land sitting idle somewhere, right, and your kids don't want to work as farmers anymore, please don't leave it idle. Please plant it with Hass, right? You will suffer in the beginning. But if you have a large land, I'm sure you have too much money already, so you will not suffer. But plant it. It's amazing. That's what I can say. We are looking for more land. We want to reach 1,000 acres minimum. 1,000 acres. We have 70 now, and that's not enough at all. We want to reach 1,000 acres. We want to increase our fleet, our trucks. We want to do more processing for byproducts of avocado. And there's a lot more. We can do so many things as processors. That's our plan. But for farming is 1,000 acres, hopefully. The government should understand that we're not talking about matoke, we're not talking about onions, right? Those are, as we said, the short term, what we eat every day. Okay, those are what we call food strategy, right? Food security. Hass is not a food security. Hass is an economy security, right? So what they should do, first, without planning, nothing can work. Just to say plant without understanding what is the market, what is the economy for it, cannot work anymore. Like what with all respect to nuts, but when they started promoting farmers to plant Hass, they just opened it. Hass, plant Hass, wherever you are, plant Hass. Okay, do you have the market for it? Just plant now, we find the market later. Doesn't work this way. You cannot do this. You have to plan from -0, below 0. You start planning from there. Before I plant my trees, I want to understand in 3 years what's going to happen. Yes, you subsidize my seedlings, but that's a minor cost. Minor cost. Major cost is when I start producing and I sit like old ladies sitting in my farm and don't know how to sell. That's the biggest cost. I don't want you to subsidize my seedling. I want you to subsidize my fruits when I sell. That's the thing. Government has to be serious about this with a true roadmap, professional roadmap, right? It's no joke. Once they do that, they need to do zoning in order to be able to produce in bulk and to be able to have cheaper logistics and cheaper market access. I need to be able to collect from one area. Let's say Mityana. Imagine if Mityana is all Hass. This will be ultimate. Today we don't have that. We don't have zoning. All farmers are farming wherever they are. They will lose. If they are far away, they will lose. Seriously. That's what needs to be done today. And it needs to be done seriously, by force even. You see, it's not an option. It's not an option. You are a farmer. You want to make money out of your farm. You have to start thinking as a businessman, not as a farmer. Enough thinking as a farmer. It will not take you anywhere, right? You want to think about what am I having for dinner tonight? Or you want to think about what my kid is going to have in 20, 30 years. This is the difference, right? So please change the mindset. Change the whole mindset of all of you listening to me. Do not just do what you were doing for centuries. It's a different game. It's a different world today. It's a different Uganda altogether. So don't repeat the same mistake and then go and complain why we are poor. You are poor because it's in your hands. You are poor because you don't want to think as a businessman.